Remember what happened the last time that China experienced a mysterious pneumonia outbreak? As I reported for Forbes back on January 3, 2020, during the last such outbreak, the words mysterious and pneumonia are two words that are rarely great to hear together, no matter how much you may want mystery in your life. As you probably know, things got kind of out of hand after that, as in COVID-19 pandemic out of hand. Well, now the M word has resurfaced again in China, as clusters of mysterious pneumonia cases have emerged among children in Northern Chine. They are mysterious because the causes of the pneumonia are still unknown. The World Health Organization, WHO, has to take any such outbreak very seriously, as evidenced by, the whole COVID-19 pandemic thing. That's why the WHO has officially requested more information from China's government on what a WHO statement described as a recent increase in respiratory illnesses and reported clusters of pneumonia in children in the country. This doesn't mean that you should start using the P word again and start hoarding rolls of toilet tissue. But the situation does warrant close monitoring. China has already been experiencing an upswing of respiratory illnesses in general. Northern China has had increases in influenza-like illnesses since mid-October that have topped the numbers from the prior 3 years. Back on November 13, 2023, Chinese authorities from the National Health Commission blamed this upswing on their lifting of COVID-19 restrictions and the spread of rather familiar pathogens like influenza, Mycoplasma pneumoniae, respiratory syncytial virus, RSV, and, of course, the severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus 2, SARS-CoV-2. China does have some surveillance systems in place to track the rates of these different pathogens. But they don't necessarily make numbers from these systems publicly available. The M word, meaning mysterious, and not mycoplasma, surfaced after November 21, when PROMED and various news outlets began reporting about these clusters of pneumonia cases that didn't have clearly defined causes. In other words, officials haven't yet explained what specific pathogens may have led to these kids getting pneumonia. The term pneumonia is a very general term for any condition where there's inflammation of the tiny little sacs in your lungs called your alveoli. Alveoli is where the oxygen that you inhale passes from your respiratory tract into your bloodstream, and carbon dioxide goes the reverse direction so that you can eventually exhale this carbon dioxide. Such inflammation can be accompanied by your alveoli filling up with fluid or pus that, in turn, can make it much more difficult for such oxygen-carbon dioxide exchange to occur. That can lead to different symptoms from pneumonia, ranging from cough to shortness of breath to respiratory failure.